And welcome back, YouTube, on a Wednesday. Where did it all go Wednesday? I don't know. It went somewhere. It went the same place it always goes. Anyway, unfortunately, we're looking at a little after 5 in the evening. And where did it all go? Why it all went away? Like I just said, it's 56 bucks. There's no gas in the wagon, so we ain't going nowhere. It's we ain't going nowhere Wednesday. That's actually up to where we would be today, but we ain't going there on Wednesday. Anyway, what did we do Wednesday? Well, by golly, I took apart that air conditioner. I got all that copper cut up the other day. I got rid of that. Nobody's bought this white thing or these glass top tables, which is highly unfortunate because they're glass top tables. But that said, why don't we get rid of this Wednesday? Anyway, well, because it's after 5 and yard closes at 4, so that's not going to happen Wednesday. But what we're going to do is we're going to load up what we got for Thursday. That way we can take it out in the morning and have gas to do something tomorrow, right? Maybe. Hopefully. Guess I could try to one-hand it. Let me see. What if I hold the camera with this hand? I'm right-handed, so it's natural to hold the camera with my right hand, but then it's also natural to work with my right hand, you know? We don't have a lot of wire Wednesday, but there's a little bit, so I'll take it. There's a piece. I think there's a few more pieces around here. There's one. Nope, wait. What's that? That's a thing. It's got a tail on it. Now I know you can cut up here and get a little extra bit, but that's just easier on the old mitts. Try to take it easy on my girl. Those are going to go Christmas lights because they got bulbs on them. I got a bucket of Christmas lights. We can add that. That'll be a topper. Sorry. That was my finger. Yeah, we'll take the bucket. There's only 2 in there. Transformers. Microwaves in disguise. I'm going to need 2 hands for that. Ran the mower around the yard again today. magnetrons. Microwaves in disguise. I can see why they got rid of this one, because the brake was on. Nah, I thought it was broken. Turns out I'm the one that's broken. Hey, sit over here for just a minute. Oh, sorry. Hold on. What is going on? There we go. That's a hefty little nugget. This stuff here is like semi-clean, but there's only 2 or 3 pieces. Let's just put it all in the breakage pile. See if we can't luck out and get old sheet for the whole mess. I may throw that on here too. There ain't but 100 pounds or so. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just take what we got there. Which ain't a lot, is it, folks? Anyway, it's gas money. Is scrapping really worth your time? I don't know. But what is time? Because I filmed this on a Wednesday, but you're going to see it on a Thursday of next week, because I've done it 2 times on a Saturday, and this damn thing I had to bring around back. It's been sitting out front for about a week, and it started blowing halfway down the block, so I had to chase it down. Now it lives here. And morning, YouTube. Here we are back at it again on a Wednesday. What are we gonna do Wednesday? What's around the corner Wednesday? What's that Wednesday? What other terms can we come up for Wednesday on a Wednesday? For a Wednesday. Anyway, morning. Almost afternoon, I could say. It's approaching that time. The point is, we got appointments to take care of, and then we got curves to cruise, treasures to find. I hope you'll tag along with me. Me being Mr. Scrappity, your host of this here show, channel show. Morning. We'll take some of this out, put some of this on. That whole cycle. Speaking of cycles, there's a bicycle. Looks to be of the vintage variety. Might I interest you in some glass tables? Why does your dog have lips, Mr. Scrappity? Come on, it's chilly out here. Let's go inside. Come on, get your coffee. Bring your coffee. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on. I'm going inside. I'm cold. Okay, so all that said, I think I might have a clip or two from this morning as well to toss in here. Other than that, I think I'm going to dig up some of the archive footage, and instead of just adding like an entire video on with this video to make a video, I'll just go through and maybe find some clips to pull or something. Kind of a little retro rerun broadcast type action, sort of a where were we then Wednesday? What'd we do that day Wednesday? Anyway, you gotta come in here in just a few minutes, guy. It's starting to get cool now that sun's going down. Copy that. I think he said copy that. Did we look at the Christmas stuff at all? At all? There was a few things in here. I don't think there was any like antiquities or anything. I mean, there might have been a few vintage year pieces. $23.99. What do they call them? Hooks for your socks or whatever. A few things over in here. Some stuff and some more stuff. I don't know. Not a whole lot, but maybe somebody will give us $10 for it. What do you think, Miss Gizzard? Hey, here's something kind of cool. Remember all the vintage comics and baseball cards we found on the curbside? The only one I kept was the series of the 4 Rocket Raccoon Willies. Anyway, Rocket Raccoon Jones. Anyway, the point is, I got some of those guys. I got this Mario dude here. He's kind of cool. You can put his like raccoon suit on him. I got a handful of these little metal figurines. They're kind of neat. I don't know like who all they are, but I have a handful. Hey look, here's a Roger Staubach from the Dallas Cowboys. That's kind of cool. Here's a Dan Marino. That's kind of cool. Here's a Ken Griffey Jr. That's kind of cool. Hey look, it's not me, but I've always had this like aspiration to open a sports bar and call it Michael Jordan's Hops and Hoops. And there's nothing this guy could do about it because that's my name. Like, that is my name. I'm Michael Jordan. I mean, so is he, but so am I. So what are you going to do about it? And all the waitresses are going to wear like the referee outfit things, kind of like Hooters, but they're going to look like referees. Or what does they call the guy in the basketball game? Is he a referee? I think he's called a referee. Anyway, and I got some old-timey photos. Look, I got some metal ones. These are basically ghosts. Like, if you have these in your house, like this desk is haunted. I got a bunch of Wade's Whimsies. Those are kind of cool. Hey, you ever watch Rox Cousteau? My favorite Rox Cousteau videos have now become when he goes to Walmart and he's like, "That's sick right there, look at that. That's awesome." Anyway, that's kind of awesome because it's a Ford. I got this German cowbell. That's kind of neat. Hey, look at this. This is artistic, is it not? That somebody could do that. Like, that's kind of neat, right? Yeah. It's like a few neat things in here. I don't know. Anyway, we're just killing time, filling space, right? Hey, look at this picture. It's from Sandusky, Ohio. What a lovely couple. This is kind of a vintage thing. It's a fishing game, but it's really cool. Like, I really enjoy playing this fishing game. It's almost like real fishing. Cobber. Everybody that takes these little motors apart and stuff, they're all like, you gotta get a tool that does this, and get a jackhammer that does that, and put it in here. This, you know, you just need a pair of these things, man. Yippee-yoo. Anyway. Told you guys, 2020 free. Look, the Bromex is just raining on us. It's just raining down on us. It's literally raining Bromex. Bro. Scoops. Hey look, there's a microwave up there. Let's scoop it. Look, it's a microwave. Scoops. This week we highlight this Bob and his recent success story of quitting smoking. I'm just kidding, he don't smoke. You can't smoke underwater. I don't know, you probably can, but anyway. Look at my fish. All that so far. That's what was in the bag.
Check the pockets on them, I guess.
Special blend of spices. He really was bugging out, wasn't he? Anyway. Phew. And what in the hell is with that? Who has that many sinks in the house? You know, the lady was all like, honey, the sink quit working. And he's all like, which one's that, darling? The one in the bathroom? And she's like, no, the other one. The one in the bedroom? No, the other one. The one in the guest bedroom? No, the other one. The one in the hall? No, the other. I mean, seriously. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 sinks? That's a lot of sinks, man. Anyway, sink life. Woo! Living the sink dream. Yeah. That did wind up being the large Kelly kettle kit. Some of them are just like, just this little bucket and the little burner stand. That dude's like $75 or something. I think this one's closer to 2. I don't know. So that's the unit right there. Well, actually, that's the unit right there, but that's the unit. You know what I'm saying. Also, while I'm thinking about it, that's the little shop vac I wound up keeping for the car. I like it because it's got this little wide angle extension, not just like the round tubey kind, you know. That's good for getting in between the car seats and stuff. The little booger works great, so. I like the small ones. I don't want to have to tote around something that's the size of a dryer tub just to suck out the wagon, you know. Man, I wish we had one big enough we could just suck out the wagon. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Switch it over to blow. Just blow it all right back in there. Anyway, yeah. So I kept that one, and then I found that little Stanley one, and then I kept it. And I was like, ha, I got 2. And then I was like, oh, you don't need 2, genius. So I got rid of one. And that's where we stand. Well, currently I'm standing here. I got to load this dryer, though, so I'm going to stop standing here and start walking. Best place for a Chevrolet in the back of a wagon full of scrappy bits. Woo. I don't see no Chevrolets. I see it coming back as a new Hyundai. Anyway, did you guys want anything?
Give me a phone. Give me a phone.
I can't give you the phone yet. I'm documenting our experience. I did the kids food. I don't know, just kids food, man.
Stop.